place, number 3, Sean.
We'll see you next week.
And psych, they miscounted first place baby. Alrighty then.
I believe I made a mistake yesterday when I was collecting the score from judges. And after talking to Mr. Tom, he has a different opinion about the winners.
Whoa.
Very impressed by you.
Oh my God. Yeah, stop glazing him, Tom Platz. Coach Greg, in today's video, major drama surrounding the fitness industry, and this time it's about Shizzy, and lo and behold, not Coach Greg. This time, I'm out of it. What exactly happened? Well, in case you didn't know, I actually did a report on Shizzy's last competition. In the competition, he was announced third. And remember, Tom Platz was part of this judging panel. There were several judges, and so he got third place.
In third place, number 3, Sean.
And let me tell you this, it was very close. In my opinion, it could have gone anyway, but in the eyes of the judges on that day, they had Shizzy in third. And why do you think that is? Well, Shizzy wasn't in shape. He only dieted for a week. If he had actually put in the work, dieted a month or two, guy would have won, no problem. But that's not the problem. The problem is the next day, Shizzy gets a phone call. Hey, Shizzy, we just wanted to let you know that you're actually the winner. He's thinking, well, how? But he's not going to complain. I mean, if somebody calls you up and they say, hey, yesterday we made a mistake, you were given third place, you're actually the winner, you're going to think, thanks, this is great. Wish I would have had my moment of glory on stage that you robbed from me because you guys are too stupid to add up the scorecards. But hey, at least I won. I found out later. And so for those of you who watched Shizzy's video, probably 95% of you didn't even realize he'd actually won. He announced in the last 5 seconds of the video, hey, psych, I actually won the competition. But here is where it gets bad. Do you guys actually think that Shizzy really won? How many of you think right now, before watching this video, that they just made a clerical error? They just forgot that a lower score in bodybuilding means that you win and a higher score is not as good. But remember, he got third place out of perhaps 10 bodybuilders. And so how is it that he went from third to first? I could see him going from third to second, second to first, first to second, and so on. But how did it go from third to first with the guy in second staying right there? And so Goob, you know this guy, he made a video about it, exposing what happened at the competition.
Imagine winning first place at a bodybuilding show, and then the promoter, this guy, the next day calls you up and says, hey, by the way, we made a mistake. And then they give it to a third place winner who just has a massive social media following. How would you feel? Six Packs. Welcome to the show. So this is Saibas Fashi. He owns Six Packs Gym in Culver City. Here's their Instagram. He blocked me because I asked too many questions.
And so as soon as somebody blocks you for asking questions, it's a little sus. Guys trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, I saw you had a show and Shizzy got third place, then suddenly he was first place. I wanted you to explain exactly how that happened. Well, you know, I'm a famous guy on Instagram. I'm going to do a video about it. I just want to get to the bottom of things. Oh, fuck you, I'm blocking you. Not looking very good for Mr. Six Pack now, is it?
This guy, Brian, recently won his class at their show for $1,000, and he won their overall Mr. Six Packs award for $1,500.
This guy placed first against Shizzy. He did have, in my opinion, a little bit more conditioning, perhaps more striations and so on, and they gave him first place. On that day, he was rewarded first. Not only that, he won his weight class, and he won the overall for an additional $1,500. Shizzy, he won $250. He had great shape, but on that day, he hadn't dieted harder than last time. And so in a private conversation that's been revealed, it says, hey brother, you don't need to return the belt. You can keep it because I know you have Tom Platz's signature on it. This whole situation has been bothering me. I'm trying to look for a solution to make everyone happy. Well, this is what you would do. You can apologize. You can say you can keep the belt. And of course you can keep the money. Apologize and promise to do better next time. That's all you can do. You own up for your mistakes.
The next day, the owner of Six Pack called him and said, hey, you got to give the trophy back and you got to give the check back. We made a mistake.
But imagine having the audacity to ask this guy to return the trophy and the check, the one that he was rewarded. He has his name on this check. He has photos taken with all of the judges. His fans, friends, family probably posted the win on social media. And so what is he supposed to do? Hey guys, I never actually won. Here's the money. Here's the trophy. Reverse time, delete all his posts on social media. Imagine how that feels. It's not as if it happened an hour later. Oh my goodness, we double checked to make sure and we announced the wrong guy in first place. This is a day later.
They called him up the next day and gave it to Shizzy.
And so for those of you who are saying, oh, but Shizzy was obviously the winner. He's so much better than this guy. He's 27, he's good looking, he's tall, he's looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger-esque. The guy is soon going to be, perhaps 3, 4, 5 years, on the Olympia stage.
Arnold-esque.
All right. Top two stay in the
You
middle.
can do it.
All
you,
right.
you want this.
Who do you have? Got
Nobody can get in your way. Very,
All right.
very
He's
impressed
second
by
place.
you. Oh my God.
Yeah, stop glazing him, Tom Platz. And so what do you think really happened? Did Tom Platz, who's perhaps a little bit more famous than everyone else, did he complain a little bit? He was clearly his favorite. Did you see the glazing, the hawk tooing it looked like that was going on? This guy's perhaps been edging for years to this guy, and he couldn't stand that he got third place. He approached him after the show and said, oh, I thought you should have won. You're the best. You have the looks, the stature, the size. You're so great. And so perhaps he didn't like the look of the actual winner. But in looking at this photo right now, the winner looks very impressive. I would say definitely leaner than Shizzy, and look at the conditioning of the quads. And so, yeah, Shizzy was taller and bigger, but was he actually better? Well, on that day, I don't think so. The collective opinion of all the other judges, they seemed to think he was the winner. And if they didn't, wouldn't they have said something at that time? Hey, you know what? All of us had Shizzy in first. How is it possible that this guy is in first and Shizzy's in third place? And so by seeing Shizzy in third, one of the judges must have known something's wrong. Remember, I was a judge, and I've organized bodybuilding competitions. I had my own show. And so the head judge, all the judges, they submit their scorecards, and you add up the scores. How is it possible that they forgot to get the head judge's score? And even if they didn't, do you really think one judge's score is enough to make a guy go from third to first? It's not. Remember, I taught math. I was, in fact, a judge. I've even been a head judge. I've judged bodybuilding competitions. I had my own show. I know how this works. And so it's not possible. Couldn't happen. But yet they're saying that it did.
Here's Shizzy being awarded third place. Now, I truly don't think Shizzy had anything to do with this. I think that the promoters saw an opportunity to get better exposure by fucking this guy and giving it to this guy.
That also doesn't make sense. If this was going to happen, they would have said, there's this dude named Shizzy. They must have known who he was before he entered the competition. We want him to win. They would have had a conversation amongst all the judges. Trust me, judges have done these things. And they predetermined, we want this guy to win. Remember, I was a judge. Oh, Coach Greg, don't expose us. And so sometimes if they don't like what the judges decided, they'll say, you know what? You guys, you picked the wrong winner. We should rejudge that class. Think it's never happened? You really think so now, don't you? Perhaps they'll rejudge that class and then they'll pick the one they actually want to win. And so trust me, the head judge has a major influence over who's winning these competitions.
And I actually asked the promoter about it. He said, no, the guy won his class, but not the Mr. Six-Pack title. To which I sent him this photo of the guy holding the check for the Mr. Six-Pack title.
And so imagine he's arguing with Goob, and Goob sends him a photo and says, what are you talking about? Here's him with the photo. It's him with the $1,500 check. How do you say he didn't win the overall, Mr. Six-Pack? Your words are not lining up with the story. And so once you've been caught lying through your teeth, how can anyone ever believe you again? It's going to be hard, and certainly not by watching a video that he posts at about the same time as Goob.
To which I sent him this photo of the guy holding the check for the Mr. Six-Pack title. To which he said, fuck you and your videos, and blocked me.
And so the fuck you and your videos and blocking someone is not a strong reason to believe you. Soon as you do that, you got to think, what exactly do they have to hide?
As you can imagine, the explanation doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's take a look.
I believe I made a mistake yesterday when I was collecting the score from judges.
Wow, interesting. That's the same excuse you gave me yesterday. You said, I got the paperwork wrong. I said, can I see the paperwork? And you said, none of your business. So now that you're posting these videos, can you just post the scorecard that you're talking about? We'd love to see that error. But wait, there's more. Let's see what Tom Platz has to say.
And after talking to Mr. Tom, he has a different opinion about the winners.
Whoa. You got the scorecards wrong, or after the fact, Tom Platz had a different opinion about the winners. Which one is it?
we have clarification in our minds and our hearts that who should represent the winners of Mr. and Miss Six-Pack. We feel very strongly about this, nothing to diminish the other winners.
Buddy, why are you lying? Tom Platz gave it up. You're saying it's a scorecard issue. He's saying we changed our minds. Y'all should have got on the same page before you recorded this video, but what you did to that kid is total bullshit, and you should give him the check back.
And so listen, it just got way worse. One guy, Mr. Six-Pack with that mustache, with that fake smile. Oh, we just didn't get the scores right. Tom Platz saying, yeah, you guys had a different opinion on who the winner should have been, and my opinion's better because I used to be a Mr. Olympia competitor. We wanted a tall, good-looking Arnold-esque type of guy. You guys picked some bodybuilder. Guy that was a bit leaner. I didn't like him as much. And so we had a bit of a disagreement and we've changed our minds. It's not some failure in the scorecard, because if it was, you know what they would do? They would post the scorecards. It's kind of like when somebody says they're natural and they don't show us the blood work. Show us the scorecards and it's over. I'll retract my video. I'll apologize. I'll be like, oh my goodness, I was wrong. You show us the scorecards and you win. It's that easy. But no, we're not going to show the scorecards. We're just going to say, trust me, bro. Doesn't work like that. You know that video's cap. Quit lying, grandpa. And so these boomers, they think they can get away with anything. At least get your lies in order before you conspire to fool your millions of fans. And by millions, I mean a couple thousand. It's none of your business. That's what I realized I done cook up. Exposure is very much like Pandora's box. It can't be closed once it's opened. And so apparently, originally, the guy wanted to get the trophy back, the money back, and so on. But perhaps after Goob made the video, or after realizing how bad the optics are going to be on this, and remember, they didn't need Mepsigram and eye surgeon to see just how bad the optics are. And so they're saying, hey, keep the money, everyone keep the money, everyone keep everything. This changing of the winner was the stupidest thing you've ever done. It's your first competition. You can make a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. All you have to do is apologize. I'll do better next year. But when you start lying and changing the winner just because Tom Platz didn't agree with all the other judges, that's when people decide they've had enough. They're not competing.
Hello everyone. Many people are asking questions about Six-Pack Super Show winners. I made a huge mistake and it was my fault. So I gave all the winners $1,500 check. I never asked for the money to be returned.
And so here's the thing. He didn't give all the winners a $1,500 check. There was one winner that got a $1,500 check. Third place was $250, second place was $500, first place was $1,000. The overall winner, Mr. Six-Pack, got a $1,500 check. So he's making it look like, oh, I decided to give everyone $1,500. Third place, first place, second place, everyone's getting $1,500 because I made a mistake. And so what he's saying is he let the one guy keep his $1,500.
And I also give him this special belt, Cardillo belt, to every single one of them. I never asked them to return it to me.
And remember, I'm not saying he asked for the belts back. I think it's pretty obvious the guy had his signature on it from Tom Platz himself. Perhaps it was his idol. He's not asking for the belt back. I'm not trying to make him look worse than he already does.
The problem was I made a mistake. I collected, and when I was collecting the judging scores, I did not collect it from the head judge, Mr. Tom Platz, and he was very unhappy about it when I spoke to him the day after. And he said, Sivash, we need to do the right thing.
Notice how this video is just with him by himself. Tom Platz isn't in this video. And so they posted multiple videos, each with a different narrative, each with a different plot. And so do it for the plot, boys. Definitely an L in the chat on this one.
This show was here. I built this platform for people to shine. I never knew this was my first show. There was a lot going on to it. I spent a lot of money, I did not know that people are so passionate about the classic muscle. Now I do.
I didn't know that people are so passionate about having the classic guys winning. And so I took a bodybuilder physique and had them win. But what people want to see really is they want to see the classic guys winning. You know, guys with less conditioning, looking more like Arnold. Perhaps they're 6'2", 6'3". Perhaps they're 27 years of age, good looking, and so on. And so people wanted that guy to win. And so I flopped over and decided that that guy would win after all. A day later, it's too late. What happens is when you get your judges, you decide this is what the standards are, this is who's going to win. And if the judges go with one person, you stand by those judges. That's what the judges are for. If you didn't want to have judges, if you didn't want to be the unanimous opinion of the judges, you'd say, Tom Platz, you pick the winner. Nothing wrong with that. If you want one person and one person alone to decide who wins it, who gets the overall title, the bonus money, and so on, so be it. For example, you could say, hey, Coach Greg, do you want to be a guest judge at my show? You pick out the winner. We're going to have classic bodybuilders, open bodybuilders, and so on. You pick the winner. And I choose the winner, and if you like my choice, so be it. If you don't, too bad. That's how it works. But when you get 5 judges who collectively decide who's going to win, you can't just then flip-flop and decide, hey, one of the guys said no, it should have been this guy, and so you flip over and give it to a different winner on a different day.
So for next year, I will correct the judging. I will bring in something like X Factor, American Idol, as you.
For next year, imagine, for next year, they're going to bring in X Factor, American Idol to decide who wins. What you need is Coach Greg. You don't need Tom Platz. You don't need all these guys. You need Coach Greg. I'll tell you straight up. This guy won and why. I won't flip-flop my mind around. I'll tell you why. If you don't like my choice, I'll make a video and explain exactly why I picked that person as the winner.
You've seen, so it's transparent, it's clear to audience and clear to the competitors.
If you want to be transparent and clear, show us the score sheets. It's that simple. Oh, look, one judge had Shizzy in first. It was Tom Platz. This judge had him in third, this one in third, this one in second, this one in third. And so overall, this was the results. And so perhaps with Tom Platz's score being first place, he could have moved up to second. Very easily could see if you missed one judge's score, it could flop the person over and they could get second. But they're not going from third to first. Not possible.
I'm thinking about it. If you have an idea that you can make the show better,
Coach Greg judges. Game over.
Pitch it to me. I'll be more than happy to listen to it. My goal is to make it better each year, and this was our first year. And as I said, all the winners, keep your check, keep your belt. It was my mistake. I own up to it, and I hope to see you at Six Pack Super Show 2025.
How did that compare to the video that he did with Tom Platz? How did it compare? Tom Platz out here trying to right his 1980 Olympia loss wrong vicariously. Venezuela election vibes. It's very clear in Tom's wording who he chose to represent the gym. So it wasn't about who had the best package, it was about who you chose to rep the gym. And why it's clear who had the best performance, you went with the popular guy instead to represent the gym. Shame on y'all. Picking representatives and not the winners, Tom is disrespecting bodybuilding SMH. Nothing like 2 grown men who can't take accountability. Let's see the scorecards and hear from the judges to see what the truth is. That they won't be doing that. Lost all respect I had for Tom, damn childhood hero acting like a puppet on a string for Great Value brand Iron Sheik. You can't win a war with goob. This is such a bad look and very demotivating for competitors on the come up. Imagine if they were on the come down. That would be bad. So the second place dude is just floating. It's a sad, sad day when somebody like Tom Platz horrendously backs this type of behavior. It would be absolutely hilarious if they came out with the scorecards, but with today's date. Don't put it over these guys. They'd probably say, oh, let's show us the scorecards. Let's rewrite them right now. And they'll mark today's date. Just checked out the video. The show wasn't even close. The first winner, the one without the followers, smashed the third place guy in every pose. Sad because after watching the video, lost a lot of respect for Platz. Not that it matters, but I am sure a lot of people feel this way. And so remember, I said it was close. Coach Greg, I said it was close. From what I saw, hey, could have been given to this guy, could have been given to that guy. Depends on the look that you're going for. For example, I can see why Tom Platz feels that Shizzy should have won, but I can also see how the winner should have won. The winner more looked like a bodybuilder. He had the shape, the way they look for in bodybuilding, the conditioning and so on. But Shizzy, he had more that classic look, more of the size, the X factor, but not the conditioning. And so trust me, it was close. It depends on what you're looking for. And remember, I was an experienced judge. I'm not allowed to judge anymore, but I know what it takes. The second place guy is all like, so am I good? Am I good, guys? What place will I be eventually? The dude who they claim won should absolutely not accept that victory this way. He should stand by initial judgment and refuse. Now listen, I'm going to defend Shizzy. If somebody calls me up and says, hey, we got the scores wrong and you're actually the winner, I'm going to say, I knew it. I believed in myself. I felt like I was the winner. You're not going to say, no, this is not right, this is not fair. Shizzy doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't see all the drama. He doesn't know that it's just Tom Platz that chose him to win over all of the other judges. He doesn't know this. And so you can't blame this on Shizzy. And so although it's about Shizzy, it is not Shizzy's fault. And so for him to accept the victory, what is he supposed to do? No, I deserve third place? No one's saying that. Listen, guys, if you want to make it obvious that you're first place and, for example, use Turk Builder and Geo2 Max, guess what might happen? You might still lose. The wrong set of judges, the wrong people using political agendas and so on, you still might lose. But you know what you will win on? You'll, in fact, have a better physique. You'll look better, have more endurance, have more muscle, have more conditioning. And so if you're looking for Turk Builder or Geo2 Max, code Greg, 15% off. Click the link in the description. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Watch one of those two boops. Go and give Goob a follow, give Shizzy a follow, give everyone a follow. Follow, follow, follow. The cookbooks, the circle, diet book, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. The Harder Than Last Time clothing line. You can get all these things on my website. We have several different versions of the cookbook as well, different price points, even PDF, make it cheaper. And if you're looking for coaching plans by me and my team or clothing lines, get to the website. Also, you can get the free diet and training program. Remember, that's free. It's actually free. Get over to the website, join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time, time for my Spanish lesson.